registration works and login works. A user can create an account and get the auth token here. But but right now the user can't do one thing, that the user tends to open the app. But right now the user can't do a thing they open the app to do, which is finding a movie and selecting a show. So today we built the movie domain and the show domain from scratch. We connect them in a way that most of the tutorials get wrong. This is the movie class and this is the show class in our UML diagram. The movie class is a pure model class and show class is associated with the movie. So now let us implement it. In movie domain, let us start with the movie. The movie is the simplest domain, the simplest model class in the entire project, and it will remain the same. The movie class will only holds the data. It does not know about the show. It does not know about the screen, and it definitely does not know about any of the booking part. So it is a pure model class. Creating movie inside movie class is create a class. It's movie. Now we have movie. Let us have ID, title. These are the attributes. Apply, getter and setter, getter, setter, and builder. This is the pure model class we are building. Moving to create the movie manager, which is connected to movie. So movie manager is a singleton class. It is having a map, which is having ID as a key and movie as a value. So we are not using list here because list takes big O of n in searching any movie with the ID, but map takes big O of 1 because it is keyed and value pair. Okay. Now let me make movie manager inside movie manager. To store the class movie, we need a movie and a map to store it. Importing map, so it is private because it will not used outside this class. And final means there will be no new initialization of this movie map. And concurrent hash map for the thread safety, as it is a singleton class, and concurrent hash map ensure the safety inside the singleton classes, because the singleton and the thread safety we have mentioned in earlier video and explained it very well. I have written the couple of methods here, like get all movie, get movie by ID, and add movie. Add movie is just simple a put method, and get movie is just a get method with the ID. And now get all movie, we have List.copyOf movies.value. This is the thing which can be asked in an interview. So how to defend that? Why I have used copy of. So we are not returning the internal map values directly. We are returning the copy. If we return the internal collection, any code outside the class will technically can modify the internal storage. Okay, without going back, add movie at all, which break the entire point of hiding our data behind the manager in first place. Returning a copy protect our internal state of being changed from the outside, which is a very small habit that senior engineer do actually and junior engineer usually forget. Making the show class. Now I will write the attributes. I have written the attributes like ID, movie ID, screen ID, start time, end time, base price. Why I have mentioned only the ID? Why I have mentioned only the screen ID? It is a popular interview question that why I have taken only the ID, not the total object, and it will also ensure the linking of the movie. So let us make it clear. Let's say we are having movie object and here we are having the show object. What if we will create whole movie object inside the show object? Moving this movie inside the show. So this is movie object inside the show. So whenever someone call the show, it will fetch the movie from its database. if it will fetch the movie from its database. Now let's suppose the movie also have the show object inside it, as the movie can hold the list of shows in which the movie is displaying. So it will be like a whole show object inside it. So movie also bring the show object inside it. So that will the recursion will go on. So it will create a infinite recursion, which is a Java bug. So that's why we are not using a complete movie object inside the shows. So now if again the movie will have the show object, it will carry these things, and it that will go inside that movie. That will go inside that movie class. Okay, we can see like that. It will be go inside this. So this is the infinite recursion it will have. That's why we are not using the movie. So this is a complete reference by ID, not by the object. Okay, let the manager resolve the ID into the real object only when it's really needed. So it is a job of manager to fetch the movie by its movie ID. Now coming to the part 3, which is show manager and the second interview worthy decision, which we will make after making the show decision. We are creating the show manager inside it. Now let me write the whole. So in show manager, we have show by ID, to which we can search the show by its ID. And now we have the show by movie ID, because the movie can have the list of shows as in which the movie is displayed. So we have a map which is movies ID, and then the list of shows. We have a method which is add show, in which we will take the show object and put it in the object of A. And if the I have changed the method for ease. On adding the show will add it to the list show by ID. Now it is time to add in show by movie ID. So check if the list already contain the movies. So from show, we will pick the movies and check if this movie already contain the shows or not. If it is not containing the shows, we will create a new list and then update it in the hash map, concurrent hash map. Okay. Get show by ID, we have get show by ID, and get show by movie, we will have a get shows by movie. We have built the show controllers. Controllers will call the methods of manager, as manager have all business logics. So it will call the manager, and manager has two of the method as get show by movie and add show to display the methods outside world. We also have movie controller. In movie controller, we have movie manager. Movie manager is a service class, and it will have two methods, get all movie and add movie. We created the controller to display all the methods outside world. It is a REST controller, so we applied the REST controller. We can also have the component, because REST controller is having the controller internally and have the response body. Okay, so now it is movie controller and require our constructor to have the bean of this private final method. You might get confused why the request parameter is here and why the request body is here. This is a main thing why the request parameter and request body is there. So request parameter is having a query like having a question mark like movie ID XYZ. So it denotes that the movie and the show is completely independent. It says that just give me the show and filter out this movie. That's the work of request parameter. Now, what about the request body? Request body shows the strict parent-child relationship, which says that take me the show and bring this movie. Okay, so this is showing the ownership type of thing. So that's why we have used the request parameter to just decouple the shows and movie. That's why here we use the request parameter and here we use the request body. Now starting the application and seeing that it is working fine or not. So all are working fine. Let us test with the Postman. This is a Postman. Now to add movie, we'll create a request. Request will add movie and select the post. That's the URL here, and we will bring for to add movie. to add movie, we need a request body, which is movie. And in movie, we have title, ID, genre, and duration of the movies. Okay. Here is the JSON of it. So this is the JSON, ID, title, genre, and movie minutes. We can hit send. It is having internal issues. Let me see why. So here is an error like cannot construct instance of like movie. No creator like default constructor exists. Cannot decentralize from object value. So here is a problem of no creator and means default constructor. So there is no constructor in this. So let me make the constructor. We will use all R constructor and no R constructor. Similarly, we will create in shows. Okay. Again, let me rerun the project. The project is completely fine. Now let me repost it. Okay, this is 200. Okay. So we have successfully added the movie. We can add another movie as it is movie 2. Send. Another movie is also added. So we have added 2 movies. Now it is time to browse the movie. So taking an extra query. Now browsing will ensure that to it is a get call as we are browsing the movie. Let me place the URL. URL is API/movie to get the movie. You can see here as the movie is there. So movie controller, API movies, and it is directly having a get mapping. So we can hit enter. So we have 2 movies which we have created. So it is running successfully fine. Now it is time to add a show. To add the show, we have this, and it will be a post query. Now I have the URL, which is /API/shows. We can see here /API/show. So show will be have the post query. So it is directly having the post query and having a response in which we have show. Show have the ID, the screen ID, and all these details. And I also have the screen ID and all these details. Now hit post. It is 200. Okay, means the show is also added successfully. We can add another show as this and enter. It is also having 200. Okay, means another show is already added. Now adding show like Avenger. Can add show for Avenger. To add a show for it is a post query and it is having the movies and all. This is also having 200. Okay. Now it's time to get the shows as we have add show for Interstellar. Now let us get the show for Interstellar. So this is running totally fine as we have the request parameter. As in request parameter, we have movie ID. Movie ID is this movie 101. So the movie 101 have 2 shows as this show 101 and show 102. To get shows for Avengers, the Avenger ID was 102. So this is the 102 ID, which is for Avenger, and the show is 103. So these are the queries we mentioned and get the reply successfully, and our service is running successfully. The server and all the model classes are running totally fine. In the next video, we will cover the seed and we will get to know that how 2 people are colliding to get the same seed at the same time. So stay tuned for it.